Good morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko, or not what Zuko, What If Titan was in not my hero, the Seven Deadly Sins. The What If Titan was in Seven Deadly Sins. So where we left off, or not left off, this is a new one. So the Titans are like the bigger than their siblings, like giants, but they live in a different part, and usually they are way bigger than their counterparts, like their giant counterparts. But they can shapeshift from being small to being big, like a planet size big. But he is different from the rest, like how Droll is. Where's Droll? Like how Droll is different from the rest of the giants. He has 4 arms compared to the other ones. Yeah. But he has a unique skill. All Titans have this skill. It's called Summon Titan. It basically allows the user to make more. Take example that science guy from Attack on Titan. Zeke. Inc. My guy, he wants hunt, or he, instead of doing like back fluids humans, he can use that and whoever's around him, like whoever's in a 3,000 kilometers away thing, whoever hears it, they end up getting transformed, like how all those people get transformed. Yeah. Into Titans. You could just have like one, you have to deal with one Titan, but you have to like literally deal with sorry. You would literally had to deal with the entire army full of those Titans. Of like, it doesn't just affect humans. It affects like animals, humans, even trees, or I'll just leave it as that. Even mystical creatures that can. So yeah, And he has very strong armor that can, but his blood, when someone consumes it, they also become a Titan shapeshifter, no matter what. They have, like, crazy regeneration. So, now, and I'm also thrown in the Infinity Fairy, because I chose to. Because I didn't have any choice of who should I choose. Derry, the that girl, oh, or that vampire girl. Okay? So, yeah. Because definitely not shipping him with Lady Diane and or her sister either. The one that you see before you. Her. Right here. This one. So, yeah. Let's begin. He was born, Hearn, and when he left his village to go walk around, he was so attractive that even, like, he was born in from the Titans, so he looks around, or he's only 4 years old, and yeah, one of the girls, like above those other ones, was her. Or actually, not her specifically. Her. So, she has a heart for him. Like, she wants him to be hers. Hers. Like, she knows that basically she also knows that she tries to make sure that no other girl was gonna ask him out before her does. So he walks around, and who else shows up? It it was way before the war started. So she was walking around freely, and when she saw him, man, she was in love with him. A minute that she does, sorry, a minute that the yeah, so then both of them, and I said, and then of course, both of them asked him out on the same time. So he says sure, and then when he went back to his home, then he realized, or of course, his home was destroyed. Like, someone just came in and killed everybody. Like, slaughtered them all. As he starts to tear up, as he doesn't know what happened. But as he looks down at his, or next to his feet, he sees a human body got smushed by the Titan. As he looks up and sees all of his species, like all of the Titans, have been slaughtered. As he was a little bit upset that, like, he wants to like, kill all the humans. As he was the only one alive. As there was a nearby, like, kingdom, as he looks over, as they're celebrating, like, the deaths of all those Titans, as he was the only one. And no, it wasn't the same kingdom that the one that's behind Lady Diana. It's not the same one. It's a different one. So he ends up getting Rampage as he uses his small form as he says, as he uses his power to only affect the city one. And when he does that, like when he roars right at the, like, those areas, well, let's just say the entire town, I really mean it, the entire town was swarming with Titans as they start eating everyone. They even are controlled by him. They all, like, yeah. And those Titans die out as well. As he walks away. Yeah. So what did he do? Of course, he did destroy the entire, like, castle from the inside out. Now, let's say there was no survivors, but there was one, the princess of that town, that he didn't really like her king or her father because um yeah, let's just say, or she looks similar to her, and yeah, the basically he as he as he buried all of those titans and he sat down as he looks around um, with his head tilted down towards the all those dead bodies. So then he talks to himself, like murmuring that he all those people were just innocents. Of course, the princess of the of that town that he destroyed was behind a tree. As he was kind of not like upset thing. Him. As of course the he he gets up, him, walks away, as he has no one to turn to. But then that same little girl or princess, yes, could sense that he's a titan, but he's a good looking titan. And so yeah. I'm gonna leave my room. So yeah. So so she wants him to be his, or to be her boyfriend. But she doesn't know or know how to, or how he'll react. Yeah. So she goes back to her kingdom, or her like destroyed kingdom, And yeah. So he became a knight, like the same thing as Gilthunder's. And he worked with the knights and the seven deadly sins all the way through. As the yeah, but there was one girl. It's a different one. Yeah, her. She decides to be, or she doesn't know that he's a Titan. Even so, yeah. So she leaves, or like she knows that if between Gilthunder and him, that if she chose one of them, she would have chosen Titan. That would be his name through the entire. So yeah, I was gonna name him the Founding Titan, to, but I know that the Founding Titan, yeah. So basically, yeah. So there's about, I'm thinking, give me a moment. So, yeah. So far in this, what if there's only 3 people? That would be Derry Airy, the VI, or whatever her name is, her, and the princess of that town that he destroyed. I don't, I'll just say army of sisters. I'll just say that. Because it wasn't like its name of army. It has many like troops. Hmm? But yeah. And he walks around. So they did the missions things. But he meets this beautiful girl. Or that's actually number 4. Her. So both of all, so the like her, that girl, that one, not her, but that yellow haired girl. Well, she ends up noticing him, and yeah. So then the whole like seven deadly sins got framed for that, and then all that stuff. Well, the Yell Thunder is a little bit ticked off. Well, of trying to, yeah, or, but then the, he says, or actually he looks at Titan. He has this weird aura going around him. As he was so blindsided, he didn't realize that the Titan is actually the family name, Titans. So they were respected family, but what he heard that the Titans were all like genocide, like they all got killed. They wanted, or he wants to know about. Of course, actually, before he before he like asked, of course, he already met his father before, and he told him because he has the power to seal people away. So into his pocket universe. That in that universe, no one ages up. They look the same thing. So yeah. So then, yeah. So Titan sealed Gil Thunder's father's away. Yeah. So then, yeah. It was pretty scary. So then, present day, he made a clone of his father. So, and yeah. So they, so the, so she ends up walking with the Titan as she even puts her arm around him and brings him closer to her as she's smiling. He's, yeah, that girl brings him closer to her. And yeah, so then, yeah, he was basically about the same size as him in his human form, as they're all trying to, of course, then the whole battle between Sun Lily Sins versus him and then as he's just too embarrassed. So then the as there's one thing that he always regretted was not being there, or his brothers and sisters. So he hardens his entire body as he runs up to him and straight up punched him in the chest. Yeah, like a boxer. Like he fights like a titan. As Lady D, or there, or no, not Derry, Lady Diane, then sees him as he, because usually in Titan, usually they harden their bodies. They're nothing like soft before they start battling. You know, like, they could do it to their body parts, all that stuff. No. And yeah, so he looked like the armored Titan, but smaller. As he says, and this is one thing that he because it was just one man, he's just going all in. And of course he won. In that entire fight. In about 2 seconds. As he says, "You trouble me, Titan. You're that extinct species. You're the one of the kind. I could tell. Because your anger of a Titan, you really want to use your roaring so loud. But you know you could turn your allies into Titans, aren't you?" So, yeah, basically what he says is, as he like, what? Boom! Yeah. And the revenge counter, as he misses on purpose and hits Meliodas. As his chest. But he didn't. He actually meant to, because at the time, Meliodas turns, or like, does that revenge counter thing. And then he does that. animation. And then the whole thing, as they all like, he says, so you're a Titan. You know that fighting styles. Yeah. But you humans genocided my kind. They were just people. So why? He, he, as he beats up the Kill Thunder, yeah, to take his anger out on him. As he accepts it, because he was wearing the suit of armor, but the entire armor broke. Oh, man, you have a strong stuff, aren't you? Yeah. As the he says, man, if you were against anyone else, you would probably win against most people. Yeah. So, yeah. Basically, basically, the all of them are like agrees with him. As he feels much better after got that off his chest. As he wants to go see the Titans and the graveyard thing. As, let's say, Lady Merlin wanted to come with. Sorry. And as yeah. So then all of the seven elite sins, and including the the like Titan, and as he sits down, um, with his head lowered, as he yeah. So then all that stuff goes on. So then the whole shebang with and then as a princess that was or is now a queen. And she has to look for a husband. So, what she chose was him. And, of course, there was a lot of them. Like, plus the vampires ones, most of the vampires that wasn't like genocided, they went hiding into the Titan's like cave area, as he was, because they were respected by most people, all of them. But then, of course, yeah. So she even peeks out as he does that, like, powers. So, yeah. And he just, as he gets up, as of course, the queen walks over to him, as she doesn't know what that queen's doing, but she tells him that she's sorry for all that at Titans, how many people that you lost. But and we both, well, you destroyed mine after we destroyed yours. Yeah? Well, I'll make it up to you. As he looks at her, as the hand, or the queen's hand, walks, or like goes up to his face, brings it closer, and he doesn't know what to do. Oh, he should have just been like what they were. But then the queen puts her thumb on him, like over his mouth. As, yeah. As she got closer and kissed him. Um, After she removed her, like, thumb. Yeah. So then, yeah. As she understands that if she kind of understands why she did that, because she kind of felt bad for the turning the entire kingdom into a Titans and starts eating everybody and kills themselves off. except for, yeah. So he doesn't know what to do after the Titans were gone. He doesn't really know what to do. So then, of course, a vampire girl. Oh, and of course the demons were, or like the Ten Commandments were released. So of course, the queen tells the Titan that she needs a good mate to have kids with. So she chose him. Like they even I forget his name. Gother says, well, there's 4 people. No, wait, hold on. The Queen, Submaster, Harry, and then there's the vampire. So 4 people. The ones that are like is the queen, and the spellcaster, Airy, and the vampire girl. Oh, yeah. The spellcaster one, I'm talking about her. And then the vampire one is her. So she ends up so then the Airy, or so he accepts whoever. So he became a king of a kingdom that he destroyed. Basically, like he conquered it. And yeah, so he has, of course, when the 10 Commandments were, and then she flies where he was at, and then the whole shebang. So then, of course, Airy tells Zartros that I'm gonna check on the one person. And Zartros looks at her. Which one person? You know, the Titans? I want to see how they're doing. Because there was this one pin that I kind of have as she's tapping her fingers together with her face all blushed, as Zartros looks at her like, he says, really? You have that connection? Yeah. Fine. The and the Titan's cave was, also holds her. So Zartos doesn't know that he or she's still alive. So the Titan tells her that probably Zartos, or that Zartos guy, forgot about you. Or maybe he thought you were dead. Huh. Yeah. And yeah, there's two people. So then, yeah, so he flies, or so there he walks, or flew all the way to there, and to her surprise, she sees every Titan was killed. But then, a young man, or same height as her, came out walking like he owns the place. As she could feel the aura. Of course, the queen, the spellcaster, the vampire, was waiting for that fourth person that they don't know. So then, of course, she ends up putting his or her hand onto his neck, slams him into the boulder thing, as he said, or as she says, why are you walking in Titan territory? You mean my home land? Let me explain. I'm the only one that survived that massacre. As based off of what she saw, she knew it was him. So then she brought him closer to her. And yeah, she ends up is going to be happy to be his wife. Yeah. So then they all got married. As yeah. So they don't so he was a pretty big guy. So he ended up giving them really big stomachs. Like you know those little chunky Titans where they have really big stomachs? Yeah. Imagine all those Titans were like female with, yeah. So that's what happened. I mean, they ended up giving her to uh give me a moment to think. So 16, right? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. 16 in kids and that they gave birth to. I don't know actual math, but well, each one, like 8 girls and 8 boys. Like number 8. So the so he goes and helps the 7 deadly sins. But she still holds a grudge against Meliodas, but she's happy to be with her husband, the Titan. And yeah, most of them were like so like in the days, like so groggy that even like they can't even stand up straight. Hey, yeah. So please wait for part 2.